They say you're so talented, but it takes a lot of work. A lot of focus, a lot of skill, a lot of keeping your head in the game, of focusing for certain things that I'm like, just set me free. My name is Jennifer Donehey. First I was Jennifer Caulfield, so I'm actually Jennifer Caulfield Donehey. In some of my more recent works, I'm putting J.M. Caulfield, which is after my dad. And I've lived in Millis for 32 years. And I would describe myself, I often describe myself as a blue-collar artist, but that could be changing. You never know. So my first love, I would say, when I went into college was watercolor. I've also loved sculpture, which haven't done enough of it, but would consider doing that again too. Oil painting, I picked up after 25 years of not doing it because it tends to be very messy and smelly, like you can't do it in your house. I've dabbled in a lot. I've done book illustration, beer labels, and so I've used markers, charcoal, pretty much everything, because when you go to art school, they want you to dabble in everything. I think what drew me is, honestly, 5 years old, first day kindergarten, scared to death, and really shy. My mom used to describe me as painfully shy. I met a friend, and all of a sudden we were drawing apples, and he looked over at my paper and he's like, wow, that's really good. And I looked around and I'm like, wow, my apple has a stem, it had leaves. I might have even had a highlight on it. I mean, that's probably exaggerating, but I realized I can draw, so I always love to draw. And I like to color, and I just spent a lot of time as a kid drawing, and it was, it's always been, I think, a friend that you can go to. So I think so many people are definitely inspired by Van Gogh, and he definitely got me to loosen up a little bit when I was at Westfield State and I was starting oil painting. And then I ended up, I love, honestly, Norman Rockwell. Like, I love the history of that and basically how he was, photographing life, American life, with his pen and pencil and doing it to the point where it's like, is that a photograph? There's so many artists that I love. I was just researching again Edward Hopper because I love his illustrations and the way he depicts just a room. It's got such feeling to it. And I was definitely inspired by David Millard, who ended up meeting at the grocery store because he went through my register once. And I was fascinated with his looseness because I tend to be too tight, and I'm still working on that. We were both kind of talking, being an artist, there's a certain sense of performance anxiety, especially when you're, like, I'm looking at a blank canvas, or just like feeling, I'm tired today. Do I have it? Will I be able to get over the hump? So I think everybody struggles with that. It's the competitiveness that you have to feel as an artist. Not so much competing with people, competing with yourself. Sometimes I scurry around and I clean the house, and I have to get everything kind of right around me to just start. Some of that stuff is just when I wake up or I go to sleep at night and I just start thinking, how am I gonna make this more fun for me to do, to execute, and for people to look at? Then the process is cleaning it up so that you're ready to start fresh again the next day. Because sometimes I get way too messy and I have to get my brain back focused. And I'm just like a starving artist. There is something to be said for that. I mean, I'm clearly not starving, and I'm really fortunate to have a partnership with my husband that I have health insurance. Because these are the things that like people that are creative have to really make those decisions and think, okay, who am I gonna partner up with? We can't have two artists in the family. That can be really economically devastating. Animals have been a big part of, I think, my inspiration when I want to just relax and do something for myself or for my walls. Sometimes I'm looking at an animal and it's had a tragic thing happen, or it died and I'm doing a portrait, and you get really connected sometimes, and I always wait for the eyes at the end, because it's amazing when you just do a simple highlight on an eye and your whole painting comes together. I would say one of my favorite pieces was when I probably had the time. I think I was kind of laid off, and the work wasn't there, and I love fish, and I decided I would just paint fish, and it would be really calming. And I did like a new technique that I can show you later with like a trout, I think that I did, or it was blue striper. And I ended up selling that painting, which was a really great moment for me. Some chickens that I did that were my neighbor's chickens, and I was taking photographs of them one day, and literally 3 of them lined up beautifully for me. I do love that painting too, and that was oils. Something I want to do more is what I like to call emotional landscapes, and I'd like to do it to help some of my fellow environmentalists out there that are really out there every day, like cleaning up trash and stuff. I do it a little bit, but some people are actually in the water hauling out a lot of trash, and that people just don't even understand the enormous amount of it, that like tires and all sorts of things that are just dumped off barges and just accidental or literally illegal dumping. And I have a lot of thoughts on that, so I'd like to be a little more maybe provocative with my art and show a little more emotion and maybe get a little dark. So I really love this town. I come to Millis, and I was recruited back to Roach Brothers, which was great, just working in the florist at night. And one day I just, they got some chalkboards in, and these chalkboards appeared, and they knew I was artsy, and I just started drawing on them. And then that turned into me doing deli boards, produce boards, hot foods, and doing several of their stores. Coming back to Millis was really coming home, so I really appreciated being back here close to my family. And Millis is a small town, and I met great people, and people that grew up here, and I really appreciate this town a lot. And now I'm in Lions Club, and I can't say enough about Millis and just all the opportunities Roach Brothers gave me, and Brothers Marketplace now, and also just some of my customers. Most of my customers have been from this small town, and they're very humble. There's very humble roots here. I hope I keep growing as an artist, and I just am gonna keep I put a certain amount of pressure on myself, which I think everybody does, because you should wake up every day and kind of feel like you want to strive to be better, and in every area of your life. Like, I think as an artist, you're never done. I mean, as a person, you just keep trying to be better. You know, what you made for dinner last week, improve on it. It's as simple as that. This is kind of funny. All right, I do want this on film. My husband was eating a dinner one night that I thoughtfully made, and for him and for me, because I do love a good meal at the end of the day, whether I get it elsewhere or in my own home. And as he was wolfing it down, he said, "Maybe sometimes I think you're a better cook than an artist." And Michael, I'm gonna prove that I can be both.